Hello friends. So in this uh, in this video we are going to solve 10 question again for AZ-900 exam. So this is the first question. Uh, for question which service provides L3 L7 filtering of network traffic for multiple Azure subscriptions and virtual networks. Options are Azure Firewall Manager, Application Security Group, Azure DDoS Protection, and Network Security Group. And the correct answer is Azure Firewall Manager. Let's see the explanation. So Azure Firewall is a network firewall security service that protects cloud workloads running in Azure. Azure Firewall allows you to filter traffic for multiple virtual networks in multiple subscriptions. Azure Firewall Standard provides L3, L7 filtering and threat negligence. It uses threat negligence based filtering to warn you of traffic or deny traffic to or from non-malicious IP addresses and domains. Azure Firewall Premium offers, so these are the other options. So Azure Firewall Premium offers advanced features such as signature-based IDPs that can quickly detect attacks by finding specific patterns. Let's see the other option. So option 2, Application Security Group is incorrect. Application Security Group is a feature that allows you to group network interfaces, NICs, associated with Azure virtual machines and define network inbound or outbound rules for each group. It cannot perform L3, L7 filtering. Option 3, Azure DDoS Protection is also wrong. Azure DDoS Protection is a service to prevent distributed denial of service attacks. It cannot perform L3, L7 filtering. Same way, Network Security Group is a service that manages access within a virtual network. It cannot perform L3, L7 filtering group. This question belongs to Rowan. Describe Azure architectures and services. Let's go to the next question. The question is, which deployment method should you choose to prevent application downtime due to impacts such as data center failures? Options are deployment in 2 availability zones, deployment in multi-region, deployment in a single availability zone, deployment in multi-subnet. The correct answer is deployment in 2 availability zone. Let's see the explanation. So the Azure architecture is organized based on regions and availability zone. Each region is a separate geographic area. Regions are further composed of multiple isolated locations and called availability zones. This availability zone is where Azure resources are deployed, organized by one or more data centers. In other words, by deploying into availability zone, even if one data center fails, you have increased availability so that there is no downtime. Let's see the other options. So the second option, which is deployment in multi-region, is wrong. Deployment in multiple region is used in cases such as keeping backups in another region as a disaster recovery when a regional disaster occurs, or it will be used when expanding services globally. By using multi-regions, you can create a system with higher availability than multi-availability zone, but the configuration is inefficient. A multiple availability zone deployment is generally sufficient to cover just a data center failure. Option 3 is also incorrect. That is deployment in a single availability zone. So deploying in a single availability zone will make your system vulnerable to data center failures. As availability zones are deployment locations for Azure resources that are made up of one or more data centers. Option 4 is incorrect, which is deployment in multi-subnet. A multi-subnet deployment is used to partition the network into segregated areas of resources. So this question belongs to the domain describe Azure architecture and services. Let's go to the third question. Third question is, what are the security benefits of storing data in the Azure cloud? And the options are: Azure personnel can protect your data. Second, encryption at rest and in transit, compliance certifications, threat protection, access controls, full control over their data. Third is Azure personnel can monitor data content. And fourth is data protection is automatically enforced without data security measures being taken by the user. The correct answer is encryption at rest and in transit, compliance certifications, threat protection, access controls, full control over their data. Let's see the explanation. So Azure gives users complete control over all data used by their application. There is no authority even on the Azure side to access this data. Because of this, it's necessary for users themselves to manage data using storage and database. Users can use the security function provided by the cloud. Let's see the other options. So option 1 and 3 are incorrect. There is no permission given to Azure personnel to access data directly from the Azure side. The user needs to manage their own data. Option 4 is also incorrect. Users are required to implement measures such as data encryption by themselves. And this belongs to the domain describe cloud concepts. Let's see the fourth question. Fourth question is, please select an option to fill in the blank below. So your company can use blank space to automatically add a watermark to documents containing credit card information. Options are: first, Azure policy; second, Azure DDoS protection; third, Azure information protection; and fourth, Microsoft Entra identity protection. And the correct answer is Azure information protection. Explanation is Azure information protection can discover, classify, and protect documents and emails by applying labels to content. Azure information protection can enforce labeling with the unified labeling client. With this, it is possible to add a watermark in the case of the sensitive content. Let's see the other option. So option 1, Azure policy, is incorrect. Azure policy is a feature for applying organization rules and compliance to resources. It has no document protection tools. Second option, Azure DDoS protection, is also incorrect. Azure DDoS protection is a service to prevent distributed denial of service attacks. It has no document protection tools. And the fourth option, Microsoft Entra identity protection, is also incorrect. So Microsoft Entra identity protection is a feature used for identity-based risk analysis using data from the Azure portal. It has no document protection tool. And this question belongs to domain describe Azure management and governance. Let's see the fifth question. You want to deploy multiple virtual machines using ARM templates. In doing so, it is necessary to keep credentials such as username and password securely outside of the template. Please select the service that best suits this requirement. First, Vault Log; second, Azure Keyword; third, Network Security Group; and fourth, User Data. So the correct answer is Azure Keyword. Let's see the explanation. So Azure Keyword is a service that allows you to securely store secret information such as credentials like username and password, and tightly control access to them. Azure Keyword helps solve the following problems: secret management. Azure Keyword lets you secure these stored tokens, passwords, certificates, API keys, and other secrets, and tightly control access to them. Key management. Azure Keyword can be used as a key management solution. Azure Keyword makes it easy to create and control the subscription encryption keys used to encrypt your data. Certificate management. Azure Keyword can easily provision, manage, and deploy public and private transport layer security or security socket layer TLS as SSL certificate. And this question belongs to domain describe Azure architecture and services. So the other options are not the correct option. Let's see the question number 6. So question number 6 is, you create a resource group named Resource 1 in Azure Resource Manager. What settings are required to prevent accidental deletion and overwriting of resources in Resource 1? Options are: set Resource 1 to read only, set a cannot delete rule on Resource 1, set a cannot operation rule on Resource 1, set a cannot delete and cannot update rule on Resource 1. And the correct answer is set a cannot operation rule on Resource 1. Let's see the explanation. Okay. The sixth question is, you create a resource group named Resource 1 in Azure Resource Manager. What settings are required to prevent accidental deletion and overwriting of resources in Resource 1? Options are: set Resource 1 to read only, set a cannot delete rule on Resource 1, set a cannot operation rule on Resource 1, set a cannot delete and a cannot update rule on Resource 1. And the correct answer is set Resource 1 to read only. Let's see the explanation. Administrators can lock subscription resource groups or resources to prevent accidental deletion or modification of critical resources with this rule. When you get a lock on a resource group like this, the lock applies to all resources within it. Cannot delete means authorized users can read and modify a resource, but they can't delete it. Read only means authorized users can read a resource, but they can't delete or upload it. Applying this lock is similar to restricting all authorized access to the permissions that the reader role provides. And this question belongs to domain. Describe Azure architecture and services. Let's see the question number 7. Select yes if the following statement is true, otherwise select no. So all features of Microsoft Defender for Cloud are free. The options are yes or no. And the correct answer is it's a no. So to enable all features, including Microsoft Defender for Cloud threat protection features, you need to pay, which is free for the first 30 days only. Microsoft Defender for Cloud comes in both free and paid versions, each offering a different range of services. The free version offers only security policies, ongoing security assessment, and actionable security features that help protect your Azure resources. The paid version extends the functionality of the free version and adds threat protection features. It uses built-in behavioral analytics and machine learning to identify attacks and zero-day exploits. Application and access controls can be used to reduce exposure to network attacks and malware. In addition, vulnerability scanning of virtual machine is possible. So this question belongs to the domain. Describe Azure architecture and services. Let's see the 8th question. The 8th question is, you plan to provision infrastructure as a service IaaS resource in Azure. Which of the following resources is an example of IaaS? First is Azure Web Apps, second virtual machines, third Azure Logic Apps, and fourth is the Azure SQL databases. So let's see the answer. So it's virtual machines. So Azure Virtual Machine is a service that provides virtual servers and is one of Azure's infrastructure as a service solution. Therefore, it is possible for the user to control the OS set in the virtual machine. This gives user more control over their virtual machine environment to customize their hosting or development environment. And let's see the other options. So option 1, Azure Web Apps is incorrect. Azure Web Apps is a pass used to build application on the Azure platform without deploying, configuring, and maintaining your own Azure virtual machines. Azure Logic Apps is also incorrect. Azure Logic Apps is a pass that helps you schedule, automate, and coordinate tasks, business processes, and workflows when you need to integrate apps, data, systems, and services across your enterprise or organization. Option 4 is incorrect. Azure SQL Database is one of Azure's past solutions. Azure SQL Database is a cloud-based relational database that allows users to host data without worrying about managing the infrastructure. And this question belongs to domain describe cloud concepts. Let's see the ninth question. So you want to create an Azure support request. Please select the best solutions for this. So the first option is Azure support ticket REST API. Second is use the Azure portal to create a support request directly. Contact Azure support via phone or email. Third option, visit the Azure website and search for support options and knowledge center. Fourth, security and compliance center. And fifth is the support.microsoft.com. So the correct answer is first, Azure support ticket REST API, and second, use the Azure portal to create a support request directly. Contact Azure support via phone or email. Let's see the explanation. So options 1 and 2 are correct. Support request can be created through the Azure portal instead of support.microsoft.com. You can create and manage support requests, also known as support tickets, by visiting the help and support section in the Azure portal. You can also create and manage requests programmatically using the Azure support tickets REST API. The other options are incorrect. The Knowledge Center is a collection of common questions and answers about Azure. The Security and Compliance Center provides only security and regulatory compliance operations. Users submit support requests through the Azure portal, not through support.microsoft.com. And this question belongs to domain describe Azure management and governance. Now here is the last question of this series. So the last question is, your company has an on-premises environment with multiple servers, databases, etc. in the future. The company plans to migrate multiple servers to Azure. Which of the following administrative tasks are not required after migrating to Azure when compared to an on-premise environment? So please select 2. First option, physical server replacement. Second, server OS update. Third, operational document management. Fourth, permissions management. And fifth, application of security patches for physical server. Let's see the correct answer. So the correct answer is first, the physical server replacement, and second, application of security patches for physical servers. Let's see the explanation. So option 1 and 5 are correct. Following Azure's shared responsibility model, the Azure site is responsible for managing all physical hardware. This means that if the hardware server fails, it is Azure's responsibility to replace them as needed. Since the replacement of physical servers and application of security patches for physical servers are within the scope of Azure's management that will be performed on the data center side, these tasks cannot be performed on the user side. What are other options? Other option is when using an Azure virtual machine, the user is required to update the OS. So option 2 is incorrect. Option 3 is also incorrect. In order to share the operation management policy of Azure among user members, it is required for users to create and manage operation documents. Option 4 is also incorrect. So permission management is a matter that should be managed on the user side. So this question belongs to domain describe user management and governance. So this is the end of the 10 question set, and please like, subscribe the channel, and if you have any comment for any question or any options or any answer, then please do the comment. Thank you. Bye.